What is up, guys? In this video, I want to showcase some combos for certain Pokemon on mobile phone, or just some certain moves, because I have a lot of comments always saying that some of the moves or some of the combos I showcase are not really possible on phone or much more difficult playing on your mobile device. So in this game, I want to showcase, on this video, I want to showcase a few of those combos, maybe explain a tiny bit better on how you should be doing that. A classic one is Night Slash. We're going to start with Zoroark on Night Slash and Fate Attack. First on Night Slash, it's pretty simple. So your left cursor is how you move after every single basic attack. You just activate Night Slash, you move your cursor around to the direction you want to go, and you just spam your A button. You spam your auto attack button. So Night Slash, and we just spam auto attack button. You can see my left cursor moving as well. With this, you can see it goes right, left, right, and it's quite straightforward. We can also get a Shadow Claw in between. So if we do this, we can do Shadow Claw as well. Totally fine. I don't think anything is really weird on this. I think some people just don't spam the A button. I think spamming the A button just always works quite well. And then putting in a Shadow Claw in between, again, is also pretty straightforward. We can also do the long jump combo, which is, you know, I'm going to showcase it. So we do Night Slash, Shadow Claw, Night Slash. And so you can see this also totally works on mobile phone. Again, Night Slash, Shadow Claw, Night Slash, and then we activate it on our next Night Slash, and we get the big act. Next up, we have Feint Attack of Zoroark, which is also quite a difficult move, and I'm going to showcase the two combos right now that you need to know. First, when someone is in front of you, you Feint Attack through him, Shadow Claw back, Feint Attack, Shadow Claw into the final Feint Attack. And if someone is far away from you, do Shadow Claw first, into Feint Attack, Shadow Claw, Feint Attack, Shadow Claw, Feint Attack. Gonna try to do it very fast as well if I can. But you can see it's totally doable on phone as well. Even I feel it's much easier actually. Like, I feel like I can do it much faster here. You can see it's very fast, very smooth, so it should not be a problem. As soon as you get to practice it, you should be totally fine on this combo as well. Not sure if any more tips for it, but yeah, it's just like moving your buttons around, right, left, right, and we just have to click Feint Attack. You pretty much just have to aim Shadow Claw, right? That's one that matters. So we do Feint Attack, we aim our Shadow Claw, we press Feint Attack again, we aim our Shadow Claw. We can also auto aim it, but I wouldn't trust auto aim too much, but you can see it's very fast if we auto aim it as well. And another option of mobile is you actually have perfect FPS in team fights, which allows you to get those combos out even easier. Next up, we have Blizzard Avalanche Ninetales, and under my latest Ninetales video, I saw a lot of comments saying that this combo is very difficult on mobile phone and doesn't work as well as on Switch. And I'm going to give you guys some tips to actually showcase why that's the thing and showcase how you can make it much easier. So first, the combo split into Avalanche. It's quite simple. We do Blizzard first, and then we spawn the Avalanche to where the Blizzard is going. The problem is the mobile phone has some weird settings where the panel sensitivity affects the way our Blizzard works. So you can see if I drag it around, it's going to take a while. So the lower the setting is right here, the longer it's going to take for my Blizzard to run around the circle. It's not accurate. You can see it's such a weird setting. I don't know what is the case. If you put it on too high, it goes around like smooth butter, right? You can see it's very fast. So the problem is right here, let's say, I think this is where you guys mess up your combo. Let's say I want to go for the Baltoy on the right, but it has more HP. You can see my Blizzard auto aims towards the bunny, and I can't drag it over, and it's going to go somewhere completely else. As you saw there, I can't drag it over. There's a few things that will make it better. First, of course, you can put it onto the highest sensitivity as possible, which already makes it much better. So let's say this bunny is low on HP, but I want to go for the bunny up, right? Then we can just do this, drag it over. It's going to be quite easy. Just drag it over. Auto-aim doesn't matter at this point anymore because we can drag it over very fast if you put it to max sensitivity. Another setting, if you want to not pull it out too far, is move aim snaps to nearby targets. This setting right here. Turn this one on, and this has helped me a lot as well. Let's go to somewhere else maybe where I can showcase this as well. Right here on the Baltoy, I'm going to damage this one, but I want to go for the bottom one. So you can see again, it's going to auto-aim there, but I can drag it over much faster with the setting on. It's very weird on the Switch. Try around a tiny bit. I mean on mobile phone, not on the Switch. It's very weird. First, if you play Ninetales, maybe just put this on too high, right? It's going to be very simple. If you don't want to put it too high, put on move aim snaps to nearby targets, and I think this could also fix your issues. At least that's what I did when I played this Pokemon on phone a tiny bit. And yeah, it's very easy. But like, this combo should be something you can practice. And these are the two tips I give for you. Try those out, and this combo is going to feel so much better from now on. Next up is Mew, and I agree on this Pokemon. I think on Switch it's easier to move your, your abilities around, for sure. But you can still do our combos very fast. Let's say we do something like this. And then we move Switch around, we press our surf, and very fast. And it's not going to be as fast as on Switch, but I think it's still quite reasonable. I don't think it's too big of an issue. If you know exactly where the buttons are, you're still going to press them quite fast. And you can see, even though I don't play Mew much on phone, I mean, I don't play on phone at all, actually, I can still, I think, switch it around at a decent time. But of course, this is something that is going to be much better on Switch. But again, just try to think where those buttons are. I want to go for Electro Ball and Light Screen. So on the first one, it's bottom. On the second one, it's in the middle. Press move screen, we go to Electro Ball, Light Screen, and then we can start doing our combos again. Mystic Fire, Flame Charge, Delphox is another Pokemon I think can be quite much easier on Switch, but on phone it's also going to be very straightforward. So I'm going to press and try to aim my Mystic Fire. Of course, this Pokemon is not moving because it's a substitute. So I'm going to try to aim my Mystic Fire at places where it's very far off. So I have to jump into place, and you can see, doesn't matter where I aim it, it's still quite easy. I can do it every single time. This is with Blue Buff, of course, and cooldown reduction items. I don't have cooldowns off. If our Blue Buff is gone, it's going to be a bit longer. You can see, I think it's quite straightforward. And I had a lot of fun playing this Pokemon on mobile as well. I think it's very smooth. And as soon as you get to team fighting, it's just much more amazing to play on phone because you have permanently 60 FPS, which makes it much easier for your moves to actually hit. You can also do the Mystic Fire, Flame Charge, Eject button combo quite easily, as you can see right here. So this is all no problem. And I think as long as you practice this Pokemon, you're gonna have a very good time. It's very fun. And you can see I'm hitting my Mystic Fire as always. Of course, I'm not against a moving target, but you can just see that I can press my buttons this fast, right? Every single time it's up, I can press it without any issues, and we're still having a very high accuracy and just pressing my buttons on cooldown as soon as they're up. And yeah, I can recommend playing this Pokemon, guys. It's very fun and very addicting. Our next combo is going to be Vic Blow and Eject button. Some people say they have issues with this as well. Vic Blow in direction, and then the Eject button at the end of Vic Blow to increase our range. And I think as well, if you just move your fingers fast enough, it should be no big deal to just increase your Vic Blow and the range of it. You can see I can do it pretty consistently in try mode. And it's just, as long as you practice it, I think it should be no big deal for you to learn this combo as well. Drill Peck and Jump Kick Jolly are one of the harder builds to play. Doesn't matter if on Switch or phone, but I want to just showcase my combos that I do in this Pokemon, and that you can also do it on phone quite well. So we have a Drill Peck, into Jump Kick, into Boost Auto Attack, into Jump Kick, into Drill Peck. This is one of my favorite combos. Very straightforward. We can also do the Boost Auto Attack, into Jump Kick, into Drill Peck, wait for next Jump Kick, Auto Attack, Jump Kick, and Drill Peck. So all of these I feel like work quite well. We can also do our Chain CC combo. If we take our Blue Buff right here, we can do that one as well quite well. But I think in general this Pokemon, of course, is harder to play, but I don't think it's much harder to play on mobile than any other Pokemon. This Pokemon generally just requires some skill with this build, right? You can see I can move it around quite well, and I don't think, as long as you practice it enough, it should be totally fine for you to play. It doesn't matter which device. And again, you have the FPS advantage in teamfights, which makes it easier to actually hit your moves, unless you obviously play on a bad device as well. You know, not everyone has a great mobile phone, but in general, maybe just don't play the hardest Pokemon anyways. Water Spout Rapid Spin is another build where people say it's much harder to play on phone, or it just doesn't work properly. And I think people just don't know how to hold down the Water Spout button, which again, you just have to hold on the button. But there's actually one issue with it, which is the Eject button. If you Eject button doing Rapid Spin Water Spout on mobile phone, you actually can't do it properly. It doesn't only work on Switch. It's actually a true thing that mobile players have a disadvantage if they want to Eject button during Rapid Spin. But yeah, normally you just press on Rapid Spin, you hold on Water Spout, you just hold on the button. You can see I'm just holding on the button on the bottom right. If you Eject button during it, you obviously let go of your Water Spout, right? So if I do this, and I press Eject button, I have to let go of my Water Spout, and then I have to press it again after some time. If you press it instantly as well, it doesn't quite work, which is also quite weird. So if I, Water Spout, Rapid Spin, I Eject button, if I press it again, yeah, it's kind of locked down out for a second for some reason. It's quite weird. And I also tried using my other fingers, so I'm gonna do Rapid Spin, Water Spout, now press it with my index finger. As soon as I press the Eject button, my Water Spout disappears. So yes, using Eject button during Rapid Spin Water Spout is actually a disadvantage on mobile phone, and this is for sure something that is 100% correct. Another Eject button combo is the Dragon Rush, Dragon Garchomp combo, which I think is also quite straightforward. We do Dragon Rush, move our Eject button. You can see it's actually very straightforward. And we can get it pretty much always done if we just... I think it's just practice. I think it's just something you have to practice, and for sure easily done on both devices. I think, of course, a bit easier maybe on Switch, but you can see you can do it very consistently. Unite move as well. I mean, it's just very straightforward. We just dash around. You can also do the Eject button. Actually, on phone it's a bit different because you can actually aim your Eject button, which you can't on Switch that well. So we can actually aim our last thing as well. It doesn't really go in the direction. I'm used to like just pressing Eject button, the direction my character's looking, but it doesn't always work on phone because you can actually aim your Eject button much easier on this device. And for the last combo, we have Extreme Speed and Bone Rush. So the way it works, you can actually put in a Bone Rush during your E-Speed dash, or your attack. So normally, Extreme Speed, right, you have this basic attack at the end, you dash around, you can actually put in a Bone Rush. So we do Extreme Speed, Bone Rush, and press basic attack. You can see we spin around and we activate our Bone Rush already at the same time we're doing our basic attack. And this is also quite straightforward on mobile phone. I'm not perfect on it either, but again, I'm not a mobile player, and you can see I can pull it off maybe with like a 70% success rate. Right now I haven't even failed it once yet. This one I failed, but yeah, we do E-Speed, we aim Bone Rush, and we press basic attack. And you can, you can just see maybe at my button presses how I'm pressing them. And yeah, it's also something you can totally play on mobile with a very high success rate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If I missed any combos or something, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.